Okay, so hi. Today we're going to talk about churches and why they're not allowed to participate in politics. Churches don't pay taxes. And I don't like the way this is coming out. Let's start again. Let's put that down a little more. Thought I'd take a minute out of my day of doing a little bit of house cleaning. Well, let's start again. I thought I'd take a couple minutes out of my day. I'm in the middle of putting my house back together after we did some painting in here. But I wanted to talk a little bit to you about politics and taxes. That is not what I wanted to talk to you about. I want to talk about churches and politics. Hi, everyone. I want to talk to you today about churches and politics. And I've taken a few minutes out of my day putting my house back together after it has been recently painted. So it's a little bit hectic here. But let's talk about churches and politics and why churches are not allowed to participate. Churches don't pay taxes because they are tax exempt. But the status comes with a trade-off. They're expected to focus on their religious, charitable, or community missions. To keep things fair, tax-exempt organizations aren't allowed to endorse political candidates or get involved in campaigns. Why? Because tax-exempt status gives them a financial advantage, and using that to influence elections could skew the democratic process. If you think a church is crossing that line, here's how you can report it. Start by grabbing IRS Form 13909, the tax-exempt organization complaint form. This is the official way to flag violations. When filling it out, include as much detail as possible. What happened, when, and where? Did the church have a political rally, endorse a candidate during a sermon, or share campaign materials? Evidence helps. So gather anything relevant like social media posts, flyers, or recordings. Once your form is ready, you can submit it online, mail it, or even fax it. After that, the IRS reviews the complaint to decide if further action is needed. These rules aren't about targeting churches. They're about keeping the tax system fair. Tax-exempt status comes with responsibilities, and staying neutral in politics is part of the deal. Reporting violations helps ensure everyone plays by the same rules. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the dogs. See you next time.